But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Seattle Seahawks and the Minnesota Vikings. Who will punch the full way here on a January afternoon? And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. A first down throw for Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Nobody ever never wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum, you know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Here's Jackson to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 40 yards. And the Seahawks have taken a first quarter lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Vikings nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off and not the ha-ha. That was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Cousins now. It's complete to the receiver, Thielen. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
10 at the 21-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Down right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few mental spots there.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
And goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Dan Bailey on for the field goal of 31 yards.
Bailey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief.
Jackson's pass.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
At the 26-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Seahawks first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Franklin. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 45 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
The 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Cook for the first down and much more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. They're quickly to feel him here. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Vikings 3.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Cousins gives way to Cook. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Cousins to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10.
There it is.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. A big play there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Cousins to throw it this time. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. First down. Here's Cousins. And he comes back with one complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run. Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Dan Bailey.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Yeah, they got the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Fielded in the end zone.
The Seahawks take over First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again.
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. On second down, Jackson. And he finds Pitt. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rashad Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. From the 41, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf, and this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 55 yards. 5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. But surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
A 21-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right, and that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep. He's got him in. Complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys. Be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Seahawks 27. Vikings 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, 69 yards. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play, 2nd and 3. Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The Seahawks ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's caught by Penning. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
A gain of 12.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Completes it to Moncrief, left side.
Jackson's pass.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion there lines up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th down.
They run for it with Carson. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the 1st. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, Jackson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, 31 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Vikings.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 7.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great
The
catch.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And a third interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Back to it after the pick 6. Cousins is incomplete.
Cousins pass.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Cook. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 now. Jackson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got it. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
49, Vikings 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll roll him out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Operating from the gun. Jackson, throw left side complete. It's Franklin. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
And nothing but